Yo, what's good, everybody? I hope y'all enjoying your Saturday. And hopefully, these offensive tips from Washington are going to continue to develop your skills in game in Madden offensively and maybe give you some more ideas offensively in whatever book you're using, or perhaps you'll be using this scheme itself. Either way, we got some more goodies coming. Today's video, we're going to be looking at the gun doubles weak formation. And let's just get straight. First things first, the run play I like out of this, there's no inside zone, but there is a halfback base. And I like this run. Surprisingly, I do like it. I like it a lot. And there's one reason why I like it is because the run defense you use to stop inside zone doesn't necessarily work the same versus this. Like I've said before, a lot of people to stop inside zone, what they'll do is they'll just kind of jump the snap right here and just kind of run through. But what happens with this play is that the pulling guard will often pick up the that extra rusher that they got coming through there. So like where Kuechly's at, typically the left guard will pick him up, and then you can just get outside. Now, these haven't been the best examples, and this isn't the greatest run in the game. However, it is a good change up from the inside zone, and I do like it just for that reason, for this particular formation. Now, is this something you want to run all day long? Not really. This is a bad example. They're in like some goal line mess or something. But anyways, the play we're going to be looking at today is called Y corner. And yeah, I definitely like this pass play. It's got a lot of goodness in it. And so let's get straight into it as far as the breakdown. Now, if we're running this formation, they might run a nickel. Nonetheless, flood Y corner. I like to call it a flood because it's a flood concept. But anyways, this is the setup. Going to drag the slot wide receiver, and then we're going to put the outside wide receiver on the left on a slant. So this is what it looks like. This is a great man-beating play, and you'll see why here in a second. We'll just take the sack there. But we've got 4 routes that really do well against man coverage. 3 of them are unbumpable. Slot wide receiver on the drag, halfback on that angle route, which is a man destroyer. It also destroys zone. This is one of the better routes in the game, period, from the backfield. I think it's, in my opinion, the second best route from the backfield in the game. Any variation of this, like when you run verticals, you'll see it a lot like that. But anything like that, it literally just destroys man defense. The only way to get the man to cover it really is to just move him way outside. And then if you say that, if he moves him way outside, then you can just run it this way, bring him inside. And like I said, it just gets open ridiculously well. That route, or type of route, I should say, that route concept, which you'll see on this play, like it just beats man every single time. And C.J. Anderson is by no means the best running back in the league. He's got, let's see, who does he have on him here? He's got Thomas Davis, who's one of the better linebackers in the game and in real life, covering him. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just that route right there just destroys man. But as far as the other reads go, let's go ahead and run through this one time. Just let these guys go. All right, I think that's enough of the play. As you can see, the slant on the left is getting wide open, but you also have the drag right away, who is unbumpable. So as you're going to see on this play here, our easiest read versus man is the running back for sure, but another obvious read is the drag here as he comes through. Now this time he got covered, but a lot of the times if he does not get bumped up on linemen and stupid stuff like that, he's going to be wide open. He's going to get that inside position, as does the slant. If the slant gets this inside position, I mean, that's just an easy read. And then we also have our unbumpable tight end here on a corner route, who once he makes his break, you can get that pass in there. Now this pass is a little bit risky, but let's go ahead and make it a couple times just to show you it does indeed do pretty decent. If you just throw it right after his cut there, you might want to go for a possession catch. I've been trying to use possession catch a lot more lately on even less sideline passes, just because I feel like they just hold on to the ball a lot better and they avoid big hits, which can be really big for your team. So if there's one tip you want to take away from this video, it is start using possession catch a lot more, because they just hold on to it And you're not going to get as many yards after the catch, obviously, but on a slant or something like that, if I'm worried about getting hit by a safety or something, or another guy across the middle, get that possession catch, just get down and get tackled, move on to the next play. Don't got to worry about a fumble, don't got to worry about a drop, and he's just going to fall, and that's the best thing that can happen. So that is that play against man defense. Now the wide receiver on the right side, if he gets no safety help or something like that, of course, that much is obvious. But we're not going to keep breaking that down because y'all know what's up already. You guys are intelligent. Y'all know how to play the game. I'm just here to give you a couple little tips to supplement that skill. So with that said, versus a cover 2, same setup. And this is where we just kind of flood the field. I'm going to just sit here and just do that. Anyways, okay. So we got this set up. Same setup. Pretty much the main read against cover 2 or any zone is going to be the drag, because what's going to happen is as soon as he gets past this linebacker here, this flat zone is going to be with the deep route, and then that leaves the drag wide open. If they try to user the drag, you may end up with the running back wide open. If they try to user the slant, you're going to get the drag wide open. If they use the corner route, you're going to get the drag wide open. And if they try to use her maybe like this linebacker here, you might end up with the slant open instead of anything else. So it's really just a flood on the right side of the field. You got short, you got a guy going deep, you got a guy going probably like 3/4, and then you got a guy trailing him who's going to be a little bit shorter, but nonetheless still pretty effective because he's trailing, and then he'll attack the middle of the field pretty well. So that is this play versus cover 2. Versus a cover 3, again, same setup. We're actually going to flood the right side again. Very same thing. And then a lot of the times you're going to end up with that tight end wide open. So versus cover 2, tight end usually isn't the best option just because the flat zone is going to be back there. But again, there's no way they're going to be able to guard the tight end and the drag with one zone. It's just not going to happen. And then we've got the trailing route right here in case they try to user it. So one of these 3 guys should be open. Of course, you got one-on-one if you want to user that for an aggressive catch or something. That's an option. And then underneath all of that, you got the halfback. He's not the greatest against zone, but if they run like a cover 3 blitz or something where there's no flat zone, he is a good safety option. As is the drag. The drag is always a good safe option. And if you want to throw it early to the drag, like right here, you definitely can do so. You probably get like 4 yards and get hit, or maybe like 3 yards and slide or something. But either way, you're going to get something. In the slide, all you need to do is tap square or tap X if you're on the Xbox One. And it is the same way as you slide with the quarterback, just in case you're wondering. You can do it with wide receivers. You cannot do it with the tight end. You cannot do it with the running back. You can also do it on defense with the defensive back, but that's not the point of this video. Just pointing that out to you guys just in case. Now, versus cover 4, which is going to be one of the main defenses you'll see as well. You know, if you can beat all of these, if you can beat 2-man under, cover 4, cover 3, cover 2, you can beat just about any defense in the game. So, same setup. Cover 4 this time. I'm just going to wait. Going to just take a sack, and then we can go through our reads. So, the wide receiver on the right side of the field, he's going to take away the deep zone as expected. But the middle of the field is a bit more open against cover 4. So, if you want, you can hit this halfback right as he's making his break. You're not going to get a lot of yards, but you can pick up, maybe 3, 4, something like that. Of course, you got the drag. If you want to hit him early, you got him available. And then, as you can see, this slant route, as soon as he beats or as soon as he passes this linebacker's area, he's open. And they're probably going to start using something over there. As you can see, this safety that's in the deep blue, he does go back after a while, leaving the tight end open, but he does kind of cover him right away. So you can just take your time, be patient, make your reads. But that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a very, very simple play, very simple concept. A lot of underneath stuff. So if they are blitzing, you can go ahead and take advantage of that. You can hit the tight end. Never forget that you can always hit stuff like early if it's uncovered. Like for whatever reason, let's say they're running a play like this. They try to set up like a B gap or something like that. If they try to set up a B gap like this, and the tight end's right there, take it. Absolutely take it. Just because I don't particularly mention something on a play doesn't mean you shouldn't go to it. Like if you see something that is clearly open, make the pass. But you guys knew that already. I just got to beat the hammer on the nail. Just overkill. Just overkill it sometimes. You got to do it. But I like to break it down simple for you guys that are more new to the game or newer. And then, cover it kind of quick for you guys that are a little bit more advanced. Nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned. We got a lot more Washington scheme coming. Well, maybe not a lot more, but we got a decent amount of Washington scheme still coming. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Drop a like if you did. We gone.